Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash, and also double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well, and also Shalom to the whole elect that's continually plowing this work, that's spreading this ministry and this gospel to the other members of the whole elect and the ones that hear and believe in our Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, in all faith, truth, and also in sincerity, and also in all charity. Now, the topic of this video is going to be centered around this recent piece of news that came out concerning YouTube. Concerning now they're making another push to get certain videos and certain channels off the airways. All right, and they mainly mention videos and channels that support supremacy, race, basically racism, quote unquote bigotry, and all these basically what they're trying to do is make sure that this word, this message, this gospel, which means good news or good tidings, they're making sure that this gospel that's intended for the nation of Israel, which consists primarily of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and also the ones that are scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, whose lines go back to Jacob. They're making sure that this gospel is taken off, because this is a detriment. This is a huge blow to the agenda of these elites. And when I say elites, I'm talking about the international banking families, which they consist of Edomites, in which Edom is the true biblical nationality of the so-called white man. Okay, they are Edomites. So this word that has been put forth for years and years on end is a huge blow to their agenda. This is something that was unprecedented. All right, this was something that they put off to the side, and now that it has gained momentum and they see that the nation of Israel is coming back together by way of this word through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, it's a problem. Okay, it's a problem because they don't want our people to come together. They don't want the northern kingdom, which consists of you so-called Hispanics, your Hispanic tribes, you so-called Native American Indian tribes. They don't want the northern kingdom to come together with the southern tribes, which consist of the so-called Negroes, so-called Haitians, so-called Jamaicans, Trinidadians, West Indians. They don't want our people to come together the way that they are. They would rather keep us separated, because they know that when we come together under the vibration of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that's powerful. There's power in that. All right. And that's what they fear. They fear that we come together and under the vibration of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. They fear that their kingdom is in danger. All right. But pursuant onto this ban here, or this not just ban, but just a purge, if you want to call it that. Basically, this is another step towards taking this word off the internet, off the airways. Okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the news article that goes into what they're doing, which this is from Politico, which is dated today, June 5th, 2019. And I'm just reading a little bit of it. I'm not gonna go too much into this article. You can read it for yourself. It says YouTube on Wednesday, which is today, said it's banning videos promoting white supremacy, Nazism, and other bigotry boasting ideologies. All right. Now, white supremacy is not the only thing they're targeting, because look, this has been ongoing, because especially white supremacy, man, that's been going on for years on end, but they don't, really, they don't really do anything concerning those videos. All right, they don't take those videos down. They leave them right up without any issues. Why? Because these Edomites are with it, man. They're with the supremacy of their nation. All right, which is racism. Now, is there anything wrong with racism? No, it's not. Because the Lord is about his portion, his inheritance, which is what? The nation of Israel. All right. Israel deals with Israelite affairs. Edom deals with Edomite affairs, man. It's always been like that. It's been like that since the ancient world. All right. Each to his own, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. Really, the race, if you're a racist, that means you're for your race. That's what the word racist really means. Or racism. That means it's for your race, or you are for your race. You're for the betterment and for the uplifting and for the development of your race. That's all it means. All right. So are we for the development or for the betterment of our nation? Yes, we are. So you can call us racist all you want to. But when it comes to this word, all right, and when it comes to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, we're about the nation of Israel, man. And to the other nations, we're not dealing with them, and the Lord's not dealing with them. Okay. Because you really want to go into it, really, the Lord is also a racist. All right, go read Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter. That speaks about how the Lord divided the nations according to the number of the children of Israel. Okay. Now, reading on, it says, as well as those denying that violent events like the Holocaust, we already know that's you already know the story behind the Holocaust, man. That's just a joke. It says, or the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary took place. All right, which that was staged. Okay. So things concerning the Holocaust, how, the things that happened, basically denying the events of the Holocaust. Yeah, man, because you have evidence that supports the denial of the Holocaust, man. Basically going to the gas chambers and other things like that, man. They basically bringing out facts about what really happened during the Holocaust, and it'll show you that it wasn't a violent event. Okay, it wasn't anything violent about the Holocaust. All right. Or if you go into and also when you go into the Sandy Hook Elementary incident, really that's staged. Okay, it's staged for what? Because it was through the agenda of these elites. Because when you go into the specifics of the things that happen, if anything happens, and I'm trying to remember who made the statement. I think it was Theodore Roosevelt, one of the late presidents that were residing over America during the time. And the statement that was made was, if anything happens in this current society, in this current world that we live in, know that it was already planned that way. All right. And Slakia, I retract that, because that statement actually goes into politics. All right. I believe he made that statement. It says anything happens in politics, know that it was planned that way. Okay. So if anything happens in politics, it's planned that way. It's planned because it meets the agenda of these elites, or so-called elites. All right. The banking families, the bankers. Okay. Now, Renan says the ban expands on the existing anti-hate speech rules, in which they say that we teach hate, in which look, we teach love and hate, man. All right, it's a balance. Okay. But what they do is, the devils that they are, they highlight, what we say concerning Edom, the judgment that's about to come upon Edom, and they call that hate. All right. But that judgment is righteous, man. All right. It's a just due for the things that they've done. Okay. Because if a man commits wickedness, guess what? He's going to receive wickedness, man. That's common sense. All right. But they say that's hate. Tell you, man, these Edomites are real funny. So the ban expands on existing anti-hate speech rules by specifically prohibiting videos alleging that a group is superior in order to justify discrimination. And there is a group that's superior, and that's the Israelites. Okay. Go read Jeremiah, the 51st chapter. It says Jacob is the former of all things. Israel is a lot of his inheritance. Okay. Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter and the 6th verse. The Lord chose Israel as his special people, above all people upon the face of the earth, man. What can they get about that? All right. So reading again, man, it says by specifically prohibiting videos alleging that a group is superior in order to justify discrimination, was another joke. All right. Because the Lord is the one that separated these nations, man. All right. Take the Tower of Babel, for example. What did the Lord do? He confounded their languages in where they couldn't understand each other, which lets you know that the Lord wasn't with that. He wasn't with people coming together. All right. Segregation or exclusion based on qualities like age, gender, race, caste, religion, sexual orientation, or veteran status. Okay. Which is by the Google subsidiary. All right. It says the ban will result in the deletion of thousands of videos already online, which I did a video before with the channel, the original channel that we have here in Birmingham, Alabama. Certain videos were taken down because of what was said, or not just that, just the title, you know. And it says it's our responsibility to prevent our platform from being used to incite hatred, and there's that word again, harassment, discrimination, and violence. The blog post reads, we are committed to taking steps needed to live up to this responsibility today, tomorrow, and the years to come. All right, and that's their statement. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the precepts, man. All right, this is 2 Ezra, the 6th chapter, and this is at the 28th verse. It says, as for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. All right. And faith is flourishing right now. And once again, like I mentioned before, this is a major, major problem to the bankers. Okay. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, DuPonts, Oppenheimers. This is a problem to them, man, because faith is flourishing right now. The men of the Lord, their faith is flourishing, and there's the elect that's being awoken in this time right now. They're starting to come into the truth. All right. And they see that, and this is making them fear even more. Okay, so I'm gonna read this again. It says, as for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which hath been so long without fruit shall be declared. Okay, so the truth which hath been so long without fruit, all right, shall be declared. So the truth is being declared. Okay, and that's why you're seeing this statement by YouTube, because truth is now being declared on a high level. All right. And this is problematic. So guess what? Now they have to go the extra mile and to take extra measures to take certain videos off the internet. Okay. Because YouTube is the main platform that's being used to perpetuate this truth. All right. Besides going out on the highways and byways, which that's the main commandment that we're supposed to be doing, going out on the highways and byways and prophesying and teaching his word. Okay. Now I'm gonna go from there. I'm gonna grab I think my app might go out on me. Slacky. Yep, sure did. Always does that. Of course, Satan. Isaiah, the 55th chapter, and start at the 6th verse, get straight to the point. It says, seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. All right, and that's right. So seek the Lord right now while he can be found, man. You can find the Lord by way of his men that has been consistently putting out this truth on a high scale, man, putting out countless videos. And you see the men out on the highways and byways prophesying, man. So now it's the time to seek the Lord while he can be found, while he is right here in front of you. All right. says, call ye upon him while he is near. All right, because it's going to come a point in time where he's going to take that standard, or take that hedge that he's put over the nation of Israel. He's going to take that away from 2/3, and guess what? They're going to be left out to dry, man. They're going to be left out in this society and in this current system, and they're going to get caught up in it, man. So when the Lord takes that hedge away, guess what? That's when Israel's going to feel it, and when they feel it, they're going to be seeking the Lord high and low, and they're not going to be able to find him, man. Okay, but the Lord is going to continue to keep his protection over the men of the Lord, over the righteous during that time. Okay, so they won't be touched by any of these plagues. Okay. Verse 7 says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the book of Amos, the 8th chapter, and the 11th verse. It says, behold, the day is come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And that's right. So the Lord's going to send, not only he's going to send a famine of bread and a thirst for water, because that's also written. You go read the book of Ezekiel, I believe it's the 3rd chapter, where it speaks about the Lord breaking his staff of bread in Jerusalem. Okay. So the Lord's going to cause a famine to come upon America. Oh, also as well, Second Esdras, I believe it's the 16th chapter. Okay. Also another scripture where it says the Lord will send the evil arrows of famine. Okay. So the Lord's all about bringing about famine to a certain nation. Okay. And in this case, the Lord's going to bring about famine to this place, America. Okay. It says that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And that's coming soon. Right. As you see, this is another step towards that prophecy being fulfilled. Okay. And not only that, that's near the time of martial law, because guess what? During the time of martial law, you're not going to see us out there in the highways and byways, because the cities are going to be locked down. All right. And it's going to be a complete block on this word. And they're going to be looking for the men of the Lord in that day, and they're not going to be able to find them. All right. Like it says right here in this next verse, right? Verse 12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and shall not find it. So they're going to be wandering from north even to the east, everywhere, to look for this word. All right. They're going to be searching. They're going to be searching diligently to find this word, and they're not going to be able to find it. Okay. Proverbs, the 1st chapter, and we all know this one. Proverbs, the 1st chapter, and it says, I'm going to start at the 23rd verse. It says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make my words known unto you, or make known my words unto you. And the Lord has been doing that consistently through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. We've been pushing out this word. We've made known the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to the people, man. Now, verse 24 said, because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regardeth. All right. So the Lord has been stretching out his hand for the longest, and no man's regarding his hand. Okay. Now, I'm going to skip down to verse 27. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me. So when that distress and anguish come upon our people, the nation of Israel, specifically 2/3, they're going to call on the Lord, man. But guess what? He's not going to answer them. All right. They shall seek me early. And that word early there, if you go into the Hebrew, it means diligently. Okay. It says they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So they're not going to be able to find our Lord, no matter how high and low that they look or search. Okay. It says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. They were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Okay. So they didn't want to have anything to do with the counsel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because they saw us as common men. But once we're gone and these things start to happen, which we told you was going to happen, they're going to be searching for us high and low, man. But they're not going to be able to find us. Verse 31 says, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. Okay? So they're going to eat the fruit of their own way. And what's that? Death, destruction, famine, mourning, woe. That's the fruit of their own way. That's what they're going to be filled with. All right. Verse 32. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me, now at this time, right? Because it's only a limited time before this word is taken away, man. All right. It says, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. Isaiah 33rd chapter and 6th verse says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Okay. So you're going to dwell safely under the shadow of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end it off on that note. And Lord's will is edifying to the body of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and also to the members of the Hopeful Elect. Till next time, once again, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Ruach HaKodesh. Also, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well to this very day. Also, shalom, peace of safety, and salutations to the Hopeful Elect that's continually planning this work and give it diligence to make your calling and election sure in faith, truth, and sincerity, and also in all charity. And with that, goes to shalom.